Hey, everybody. Hello. It's good to see everybody. Hi. Oh, Jamie. It's so funny because I was listening to that music and I was like, it just kind of sounds kind of clubby, but hey, whatever works. I hope you liked it. It had a little bop to it. It is good to see everybody. Please forgive my voice. I have a little bit of a cold thing going on. If you just bear with me, I also want to let you know that I have a janky internet system thing going on right now. So if things get weird, let me know. And I have my hotspot up and ready to go to jump on. So don't stop watching if it gets a little strange. So it is so good to see everybody. And just welcome to our RFMFS edition, our RFMFS Spring Recital. I mean, I'm just excited. Spring, depicts to me new beginnings. And I think we're all about ready for some new beginnings right now. And part of that, I think that a great way to start it out is to celebrate our loved ones who work so hard on their craft and their teacher is so, so proud. So I just wanted to, give a little quick introduction, and just let you know how happy I am to see everybody. I see a lot of folk. So I see you, Rob. I see you, Nish. I see you. Let me see Jamie. She's so sweet. Um, and then my sis Rob, which is Doris' sis Jenny. Her name is Robyn too. Cornelia, mommy, I see you. And this is great. So forgive my voice. I've got tea. I have honey. None of it's working. Means nothing. So we're going to give a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about RFMFS, and then we're going to do our presentations. So let's give a couple minutes. Hi, is it Shati? I remember your name from before. I hope I'm saying it right. Help me say it right. It's good to see you. All right, so we'll be right back and ready to get started shortly. So again, welcome everybody. I hit the mute button. Yay. Welcome to our RFMFS Spring Recital. I think we've given enough time to let everybody kind of come around and start, showing up. And it's just, again, good to see everybody. Um, I'm just going to read a little bit about what RFMFS is. RFMFS stands for Robyn's Family Music Fund Studio. RFMFS is committed to ensuring every customer has access to quality instruction, regardless of age, regardless of socioeconomic status, regardless of race, ethnicity, gender. None of that matters. It's all about the opportunity to partake in the arts and learning of the arts and developing and cultivating gifts. RFMFS offers a stimulating, progressive, and results oriented program to promote and enhance artistic development in the community. Uh, the vision of Robyn's Family Music Fund Studio, or RFMFS, is for all students to ultimately have access to affordable and quality musical training. Um, the RFMFS objective is to enrich community culture by contributing artistic opportunities, along with potential employment for musicians slash teachers, um, for mentors, and for talented youth interns. So just to open those doors up to grow in culture and cultivate culture, contribute to our community and contribute to our culture, and have a lot of times with the schools and everything, the young people now don't really have the access. And I mean, it's not just young people. Um, RFMFS is for everybody, all ages. So that's what we're all about. Um, as you know, I mentioned in our winter holiday recital that I had lost one of my students who it was really a tough loss, but she gained her wings to go on to a better place. She was one of my seniors, Miss Judy Calvert Moore. So, because of that, as mentioned before, we decided to set up a scholarship um, that's in her name. So if you all or anybody is compelled to want to contribute, this scholarship helps where it fills the gap. It eliminates the barrier of the financial barrier. That's usually the biggest barrier. People say that, oh, when I was a kid, I took lessons. It's, oh, I couldn't afford it. My mom couldn't afford it. My mom lost her job. My parents got divorced, et cetera, et cetera. Other things, we needed food on the table. My mom, we had to make a choice. So that's the purpose of that scholarship. And we have sponsorship too. There are people on here now that actually sponsor lessons. So I think that's a beautiful, wonderful thing. Um, and so that's very important. Sometimes, you have families where there's multiple siblings, there's more than one child. So you would have to, we'll do like a sliding scale fee, or, you know, a multi person discount, and kind of offset it with the scholarships. Um, Sometimes mom does lose a job. Sometimes, it's a hardship. Well, we don't want it to be a hardship. We want it to be accessible to everybody and anybody, because that's one beautiful, beautiful gift that I believe that we should pour back into our community. So that scholarship helps for that. So if you look at the ticker below, if you want to donate to the Judy Calvert Moore Scholarship Fund, just go to the website, Wright Productions, WRIGHT Productions.biz, B-I-Z. And then just click on, there's a tab that says invoicing and donations. Click on that on the left side, and then just go down to donations. You can set up subscriptions where you can pay monthly. You could just do one time. It could be $5, it could be $500. Anything helps. It helps with getting materials. Um, it helps in so many ways. So don't think that your little bit, you think your little bit would not be helpful to us, because it would. So just to let you know, that's what we're all about. Robyn's Family Music Fund Studio is not just about teaching music. It's about building relationships within our community and giving the education and development that a lot of our community members don't get access to. Stimulating the mind, hand-eye coordination, being able to um, calculate mathematically different things, learning terminology and theory, a lot of thinking, and there's a lot of stimulation in that, and it helps a lot. In courses in school with kids, it helps build self-esteem, and it helps seniors to keep their minds, stimulated, so that they can continue to thrive within a mental capacity the way they need to, because as we grow older, sometimes we lose certain capacities. Well, music helps. The study of music helps to keep keep things going. So without further ado, I want to thank you for coming today. Again, welcome you. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and present our our what do we want to say, our stars. um, and the way I'm going to set it up this time is I'm going by the, how can I say it? I don't want to say, it's not the youngest, it's the newest. So I'm going to start with the newest student and go to the oldest. Now, the funny thing is, these three students that are going to present are all new. So when we did the winter holiday, two of my students had just been playing for no more than a month. Now they're up to about 4 months, of course. And then my one of my students just started, like not even a month ago, maybe a few weeks ago. And this is one of my adult students, and I'm really excited to present Minister Daryl Izzard because he wanted to do this. He wanted to learn music. He wanted to actually expand upon the knowledge that he already has. He's already into music. He already sings. He ministers through his music. He's won awards for writing music. But what I admire is that he wants to go deeper and delve deeper into the study of music, which is a whole nother um, situation to actually study and dive into it like that. It takes uh, self motivation. And he's very consistent. He is always prepared, and he has an end game that he's looking at. He has an outcome he wants to accomplish. It's something he's wanted to do, and it's going to enhance and benefit what he does with music already, with the choruses and GMWA and all those good things. So I was really proud because he went from, let's see, just getting the book and the keyboard to being able to sight read those notes, his scales. So I want to encourage adults. This is not just for youth. If this is something you've always wanted to do it. It's very enjoyable. Me and Miss Judy had a ball. We made it through COVID online, and which started our virtual process, and we were able to overcome and leaps and she learned by leaps and bounds. So I just want to encourage you to say that this is I start students as early as 2 years old, all the way up through senior citizen. So there's no bound or I should say barrier that could keep you from learning piano if that's something you want to do. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start presenting these talented students that I've been really, really blessed to teach. I do. I feel very blessed and fortunate. I hear horror stories, but I have not had that problem. So I'm going to go ahead and present Minister Daryl Izzard. Let's give Minister Daryl a hand. That's 3 weeks. And he's sight reading. You noticed he was looking at the book while he was playing. Um, and I was really pleased because I asked him to play it twice, and he didn't give me any pushback. He played it twice. And I'm very, very proud of Minister Daryl. Let's encourage him to keep going. I can't wait to the next recital. He's probably going to be on a whole nother level. I told him at some point he's going to be ready to play it for church. So he's already singing, he's already ministering. Why not? So good job, Minister Daryl. I'm very proud of you, and I'm very pleased to have you as a student, and you're doing great work. And thank you for having the courage. It takes a lot of courage to get up in front of people and play. So I'm really, really pleased, and just thank you for your due diligence. So we're going to move on. So my next student is she's one of my newbies, but she's an older newbie. We got to hear her brand new for the winter holiday concert. Um, She's very gifted. I enjoy working with her. She's a teen, teen, so she's just kind of laid back, and she tolerates my animated personality. But she has also dual abilities as well, and she plays the flute. Now, I talked to her dad, and we have her performing. You'll see her how much she's developed in her playing when you hear the song that she's going to present on the piano. But I went ahead and pulled the flute video from the winter holiday recital because I was so impressed and I just wanted to show her off. And everybody didn't get to hear it. We'd like to hear her again play the flute. So, without further ado, we're going to listen and hear um, presentations by Miss Lyric Bridges. I'll be right back.
My name's Lyric Bridges, and I'm going to be playing on the piano when the Saints go marching in. My name's Lyric Bridges, and I'm going to be I'm Lyric Bridges, and I'm going to be playing Warriors on flute.
We need to give Miss Lyric a hand. I play flute too, and I know that that is not an easy instrument starting out. I used to always say, when you blow across the top of the hole of the flute, it's like, how you blow in a pop bottle or a soda bottle, you go, or you blow like a burn. You go, I mean, it's hard to get that wind just right over that hole with your embouchure, which is your mouth muscles, and be able to also play the different positions for those notes. Because one thing on the piano, you're just playing directly whatever the notes are, but on the flute, you have to play different positions with your fingers in order to play the A or the C or the D or the E. So multifaceted skills. Very proud. Let's give Lyric a hand. I hope she didn't mind me pulling that up, but I'm just very, very proud of her. And if you didn't notice the development in her playing, when she did Jingle Bells for the holiday recital, she was playing in the C position and she was playing C chords all the way through. For this particular song, When the Saints Go Marching In, which I mean, she could be playing that at church right now. She could perform that right now. She could go into being a professional musician right now if she keeps up at this pace, and play at churches at least. And I tell you, she played the C chord with her left hand while playing the melody. She played the G7 chord. That's a one lyric where you stretch your pinky in the left hand while she was playing. And then the F chord, which is an inversion in the C position. I'm just saying, I know I sound like I'm talking a foreign language because that's how advanced these students are right now. I didn't know that stuff. I mean, I learned at a young age. I'm a classically trained pianist, but all that breakdown and theory, I didn't know it like that. Like they know it at such, just so early in learning. So let's keep on encouraging Lyric. And Lyric, I'm extremely proud of you and proud to be your teacher. And I looking forward to the future with you. Great job. All right. So last but not least, so how he is. Junior is. We call him Junior. Junior, he had so many songs, and we were like, we don't know which ones we want Junior to do. Again, we went through this with the winter holiday recital. So we like do them all. So he loves music. He's like walking music. He breathes music. He eats it. He walks it. I mean, he just is full of rhythm and energy, a beautiful, vibrant, musical, artistic energy, and it's very natural for him. So, without further ado, I bring you Master Howard Mahmoud Jr. That's who you'll be listening to shortly. I'll be right back.
Hi, my name is How My Girl, and I for this my so fat your bow. Do, wait me, fa, do, so, me, do, so, fa, me, do, whoa, your bow, let's see down the street. Merely, life is but a dream. I will play Joe for you and grandmother. You
Set, ready, go.
Princess or monster? Monster, what a princess. A princess, a princess. Monster, what a princess. A long time ago. She lived in a castle. She lived in a castle. A castle, a castle. She lived in a castle. A long time ago. Once there was a monster, a monster, a monster. Once there was a monster, a long time ago. He lived in a dungeon, a dungeon, a dungeon. He lived in a dungeon a long time ago. The Bugle Boys.
Great job, baby.
Yummy, 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 yummy.
I don't know what it is. I feel so emotional when I watch my students play. It's not me. I mean, I can only give concepts and information. The parents are the ones that reinforce and reiterate. The students are the ones that practice. Um, how a junior is, he's very self motivated. He likes to do the challenges in the book. He likes to embellish. He likes to add things. He wants to sing along. But I don't know. I just feel extremely emotional. I do. I feel really proud, and I laughed because I was just kind of giggling, just his singing, and he said that the monster was in that dungeon. I was cracking up. Um, and then the solfege. Solfege. You remember when the Sounds of Music, Joe, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That. That's what solfege is. And there's hand signs that go do, re, mi. What is it, Junior? Fa, sol, la, ti, do. So he's actually doing the notes, the scale degrees with hand signs, and then sang the song with the scale degrees, with the solfege hand signs. And that is just, I don't know, y'all. He was getting down. He did. He said, I don't know what it tickled me about the mom, the princess in the dungeon. The princess was so nice. It was like dee dee dee, and then the monsters like these monsters in the dungeon. It just is cute, and he's amazing, and he is 4, by the way. If y'all didn't know, he's 4 years old. So I mean, I I'm just being given people people that are just gifted. It's my job is easy, and I'm extremely proud of all of my students. Uh, Dr. Wright is one of my students. Very proud of her. She does a great job. I really wanted her to play, but she had some things she had to do. But she's always supportive of her clergy, supportive of everybody. Um, and that's my girl. I don't know, Nisha, if you know this, but you know, um, that's Dora's grandbaby. Dora's my sis, and then Dora's sister Robyn is on here, and everybody's on here for lyric and um, family, and it just is a kind of emotional for me, and I just appreciate that support. It means the world, and I'm telling you, they're going to thank you later. They're going to thank you later for being there for them, and you're going to be so amazed at how they soar with these gifts and abilities. Let's just give everybody a hand, put your little emojis up, whatever you can. But I have one special surprise. I think I uploaded it. This is a special guest nobody knew about. So hold on to your seats. It's a surprise. Hmm. And there you have it, the future. That's the baby. The baby's like, nah, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm about to tear this thing up. Oh my goodness. Surprise, mommy and daddy. Surprise. So that's the future. Baby, the future, Houston, Mamal. So he'll be, I'm sure, coming up in the next not too much longer because he's ready. He's been watching his brother. Oh my goodness, I am so tickled. So that concludes the spring recital. Thank you for coming. Thank you for participating. Thank you for supporting. Um, this is just it's y'all don't understand. It's so enjoyable um, to be able to teach, um, to see what comes of everything. Like I remember um, just students when they start out and they look at the piano and the keyboard, like, what is it? What are all these white little square things with these black things on it? Like, what is it? But when they start putting it all together and it makes sense in the formulas and, just how, music is written on and transcribed on the sheet, on the sheet when in trans, you know, uh, transitioning, or I should say, taking what you see and transferring it into your hands and playing what you see that someone composed. That's miraculous to me, and that's why I think you know, I'm very emotional about it because I just remember with each student's like, okay, I can't do this. What's this lady got me? But now they're like, and their scales. You got to hear them do their scales. Like I don't know. I wish I could show you more like the day in the life of what these students do. The theory where they're drawing treble clefs and they're naming notes and they're naming note values. The whole note gets 4 beats, the half note gets 2 beats, and taking all that into and then the treble clef versus the bass clef. And those lines and spaces have different name spellings depending on what clef they're in. It's heavy. and they're like this. So I just thank you. I know we're going to have another recital. Probably won't be till I usually try to do two because in the spring and summer, we get busy and we get to traveling and different things like that. So I try not to harass my students and their families while they're trying to have family time during the summers. But I want to thank y'all for coming, and I just truly appreciate you. And students, I love you. Your teacher is very, very proud of you. Have a good night.